In a world of chaos and complexity, how does nature always seem to get it right? Some things go beyond random chance or happy accidents. Progress takes years of innovation, adaptation, and intuition. There are no shortcuts. Introducing our new stablecoin. This is Ripple USD.
All right, so we should probably start calling it that, Ripple USD. But I like the fact that first of all, we've been talking about this for quite some time. The interesting part is what is next for Ripple, and I think there's some key things that are about to occur. You guys want to make sure and stay tuned right here. I want to go over to a clip here. This is the New York Stock Exchange talking about it. Take a look.
Take a look at what's on tap in today's show. That final Fed meeting of the year is underway today, and financial firm Ripple is debuting a new stablecoin today. Big news, of course, that we've been following in the crypto world and competing with the likes of Tether and USDC. Do you think it was a smart move?
The advantages of Ripple is it already has a series of partners, banks, remittance companies. It has established technology, which is cheap and fast.
All right, one thing to consider right now is the launch of the Ripple stablecoin. If you look back at the most recent launch of a stablecoin, it was PYUSD, which is PayPal. Of course, right there on that first day, you had a $42 million. I know that's hard to view in. Let me kind of see if I can zoom in on that for you guys. So this is your first day. Right there was the 42 million. And it looks like Ripple may be able to outpace that. So that's a pretty big deal. And I think when you consider stablecoins in general, it's going to boil down to the amount of networks that are available. And I think that is one of the killer aspects of where Ripple is going. All right, so I want to go to a clip because one of the things that we are looking at is payments and how could Ripple USD be used. This is the founder of XRP Cafe actually paying with Ripple. Take a look.
Well, as we know, RLUSD just dropped today. Look what I have. Going to the store right now, get to go test it out. RLUSD tastes exactly like a $2.48 McDonald's hash brown.
All right, so on a tweet that he put out, this is going into where we think maybe this is a Tangem card that has been able to hold this and be able to use this. Remember Ripple going into a lot of these kinds of decentralized and self-custody wallets. I think that'll be a big play going forward. And I want to go to a quick clip we have on that. Take a look.
And it turns out that the card with the technology is literally like a bank in your pocket. So you could use it everywhere and you could still rely on the security. There is a standard in industry which allows user to use the card and the technology everywhere to make a payment where a Visa card is accepted.
Perfect. So am I correct in understanding that this can be used by anybody in the industry, not just by existing Tangem users?
Correct.
All right, so we talked to the Tangem team about 2 weeks ago a little bit about this, and they were kind of alluding to the potential launch of this. What this simply is going to be a card that will be attached to a self-custody wallet. If you're holding Ripple USD on it, then there you've got it. That's the advantage, I think. This is going to get into a very interesting time in self-custody finance, which we really haven't seen a heavy mode of that just yet. So maybe Tangem could be on to something very, very cool. Other things to consider right now, Tether. Other things to consider right now, Tether USD trading continues across Europe despite the delisting over on Coinbase. One thing to look at right now, the EU platforms right now before the final MiCA deadline, which is coming on December 30th. Those are the last few days that we'll see this. Many people not really happy about this, but this is one of the things that MiCA, of course, is going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. So delisting of Tether going to be happening. The other thing to consider right now is, would you be able to get yield on tokens like Ripple USD? Well, right here, Uphold is talking about you're going to be able to get 5% yield on Ripple USD. This will be up on January, it looks like, including a 5% rewards on the Ripple stablecoin. So that's another big factor, which is being treated much like USDC on most of these platforms out there. So very solid for holding stablecoins. One of the other launch partners with Ripple stablecoin, and this is Archax. Now, we've got a clip of the CEO breaking this down a little bit further. Take a look.
The total market is 1.4 quadrillion, everything that's ever out there. And if you start looking across any of those asset classes, they're all starting to move on-chain already. The support for stablecoins, when you're talking about replacing cash, when I see DTCC, Euroclear, Clearstream, it only takes one of them to flip onto natively digital, and that's trillions of assets, tens of trillions I think we could see. And bearing in mind it's 1.4 quadrillion, this is still a tiny slice of a huge market, 30 to 50 trillion, all on XRP, all trading on Artex.
Here we go, $50 trillion.